I'm about to put you on. Did you hear what happened this week? Cause girl, you're about to know the scallywag of the week. Of the week, of the week. Sipping tea with Prince G. Prince G, Prince G. The baddest in the streets, in the streets, in the sheets. Put G behind glass, it's GTV. Guilty pleasures where I be. Catch a glimpse of G's. This world is full of pop culture. Come pop your thing, come twerk. If you got the green light, go. The G-spot flows, get on that. Kingdom vibes is my throne, I'm on that. It's the goal, that's the climb, I'm vibing. On the road, it's my show, let's start it. This world is full of pop culture. Come pop your thing, come twerk. Renaissance vinyl. I finally have the Renaissance vinyl. Thanks to my friend, my co-producer, all the above. Juan Pierre, thank you so much. This is a dope birthday gift. I'm so excited because I don't have this vinyl. And check it, not just the vinyl. Wah, wah, wah. Okay, let's open this shit up because I've been dying to open it because I had it for like already like 2 days. I'm like, oh, I gotta open
it. I had mine for like 3 months before I opened it. 3 or 2 months. Because I was trying to be a comeback
there. I need to see the booklet. Oh gosh, it looks prettier when you get out the plastic. Everybody look at that.
Get into it. It's really cute.
Okay.
Don't get you have the poster too. You have the poster too.
All right. I think this is what I just grabbed. I think that's what I just grabbed.
Be careful. That thing is very fragile, by the way. I accidentally broke mine.
Oh wow! It's a big ass poster. Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, hold on.
It's huge. It's huge.
Okay. So, Beyonce. Well, I don't know if I can see it. Can you see? I can't see myself. All right. This is fucking.
Your focus, like your thing, you're making it hard to see. But we get the bottom.
If you don't fuck. Wait, where's the focus thing? Hold on. How you turn off that motherfucking focus?
You have to do like settings, but
enable effect. Okay. And then, if you don't like that picture, you can use the other picture.
The other picture is her on the horse, right? Or not the horse, but like...
No, this one's, it's like, I don't know, she's like it's some regal red shit, you know? Probably church people think she's like Illuminati in this photo.
What's the other picture? Wait, hold on, wait, what's the other picture?
The other picture is the Break My Soul background. Hold on. When she dropped Break My Soul. Wow. Alright.
Okay, got you.
So it's that one, and then
I forgot the poster was double-sided. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, it's 2 posters, so you could go with like 2 of them. What? It's like, I'm tired of this bitch. I want the other Beyonce, you know? Alright, hold on.
We love versatility.
Oh no, but technically it's like Beyonce and Sasha Fierce, you know? We get it. We're getting it. Okay, look at this.
My favorite part of the entire vinyl.
The photo book. I'm so excited. Shout out to Tina and Matthew. Look at this. Oh my god, it's so dope. And then you get the lyrics. Okay,
of course, I had to go
these
the
motherfuckers.
Page. I like the Virgo's Groove page like every chance I get. You know, yeah. I love it. It's so cute.
Cozy. Oh, this is freaking dope. All right, I need to hit the ball, honey. Hit the ball. All right, obviously Quan already seen it, but I'm showing it to all y'all who have not had a good friend in your life that has not given you Renaissance. So this is why I'm unboxing for the peasants. Okay, for the peasants. Okay. For the peasants.
Get the
Because these peasants can't break my soul.
You know, just blessing people with the gift of Beyonce. That's like,
This is what my hair looks like when I don't touch it for a long time. Like,
wait, which song is that? That's Alien Superstar, right?
nah, this is still on Break My Soul page. It's just a page.
Oh, that's gonna break myself. Oh, break. Don't break
Yeah.
myself. Gotcha.
Okay, church girl. I love the outfit for church girl. Okay, I see it. I'm a hooker, but I still get on my knees and pray. Yeah.
Hook up, but I love Jesus.
Virgo's girl, giving me that baby boy vibe. Okay.
This is so cute. I love it.
Stay on my mind, fulfill my fantasy. Oh, my baby star, baby girl. All right. Yes. Them babies gave her titties.
I don't know which song it is. I forgot which one it is.
Everybody, I will feed you all.
I don't know what page it is, but it's the one where she's like has her hair out and she's like laying down on her side with like the titties with like the patches on her tits or something. I don't know what song it is, but that's probably my favorite picture. I think that's not. I think that's Heated. I don't know.
Heated? No, Heated is ass,
Oh, okay, gotcha.
and then like hot, sweaty, hot, sweaty. Okay. All right, thick. Yeah, she looks super thick there. She does.
That's that thick.
She does. All up in your mind. Yes, this photo went everywhere. We've seen this photo. This photo went everywhere.
Very fab photo for a song I'm still iffy on. I'm still iffy on that song if I really like it or not. I'm still trying to figure it out.
We're not doing that on my unboxing right now. So we're not going to do that.
That's another conversation. Whatever.
We're not going to do that. Like,
we're being transparent. My bad.
Anyways, America has a problem on air. I'm going to let you do that. Don't do that. The Beyonce. Okay. Queen B. Mother. The Aston. Okay. Like, the Aston. Love the Madonna homage here.
The picture's so cute.
My picture's a baddie. Okay. Baddie. Okay. And then the Summer Renaissance.
Yes.
And then we got a little clue.
Cute.
A cowboy quarter. Which, anyways, FYI, I already know it's going to be a country situation. Okay.
That's about one I can't wait to get my hands on because it's going to be a deluxe.
Okay, lip for this outfit.
The cover of the album, the OG outfit, the first one we got to see.
Okay. Real. And it's a double vinyl. Uno. Yo. Oh, I love it. So, it's okay, Beyonce, you could have did 2 different pictures. Not the ones that are already in the photo book.
Oh, you mean what?
You could have did 2 different pictures, you know what I mean? But yes, bitch. I am Beyonce. I am Beyonce. All right, there's the horse. Shout out to the horse.
You're doing the whole review.
You know what I mean? Hold on.
I never took mine out the thing.
All right, this is classic. Could have been a little more. Could have been like a silver, like disco colored. You know, do better, girl. Do better. But hold on. There's 2 of you. Let's see if you have the same pictures on this one.
But I can't say my opinions on all of it in your mind.
Okay. I am Beyonce. Okay. Or I am Beyonce. I have a feeling this is what these were meant for.
No shade. That's probably what she knew what she was doing.
You know, or it's like, I am Beyonce. Princess Diaries.
She knows how her fans are. They want the film. They want to feel like
I love this so much. Thank you so much for this.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Anything for
I don't know.
you.
I don't know what kind of frame I'm gonna need for the poster, but I don't really like to put her posters up like that. So,
You're gonna need a
you
big
know,
ass frame. I'll do that.
but for real. But it's dope that it's in here, so it's gonna join in. It's gonna replace the front. It was a Cardi B signed vinyl, but rightfully, this will be holding place in the front. So thank you again. I love it. This is my little unboxing. I don't really do this start. I'm starting to do this YouTube shit. So like, forgive me if I'm not on point with it yet. But that was my unboxing, hoes. Deuces. Welcome back to Jesus World. We are back again. And we're, of course, reviewing RuPaul Drag Race All Stars 9 with my lovely co-host, Quan Pierre.
I'm glad to be here again.
So we took a little break because going through some shit. And at the end of the day, we needed to take a... We just didn't have... I didn't have the... what would you say? The energy. I didn't have the energy.
Energy's
for
a good
this.
word. Yeah.
I still didn't even have the energy to even watch. So we had to catch up a little later on the episodes. But yeah, all I'm gonna say is prayers for my dad. You know, he's going through a really tough time, and it's been a tough time for me and my family. But he ain't raised no quitter. So at the end of the day, we are back again, making sure we make these videos. There's gonna be a lot more content coming out, hopefully, very soon. We're not just gonna be stuck on RuPaul's Drag Race and Jesus World. There's a lot of shit I watched. There's a lot of shit he be trying to get me to watch. So I'm like, there's a lot. And I actually have an opinion about a lot of shit, okay? So we're gonna get into RuPaul's Drag Race today. Episode 6, a little bit into that for a bit. And then we'll get into the episode 7, so we keep ourselves caught up. And then obviously today, the little secret, we're recording on the day that the new episode 8 is out. So we'll be catching up on episode 8 this weekend, or probably tonight or something. Do you have Paramount Plus?
I have a way of watching it. It's gonna be watched.
Shout out to my links, okay?
It's gonna be watched, bitch.
The links.
It's gonna be watched.
I left out the links for a long time. I got Paramount Plus only through Walmart. That's why, because I had that Walmart Plus. So that's the only reason I got Paramount Plus. Because honestly, I don't know why I would pay for Paramount Plus. But
the episode will be watched.
It'll be watched. I'm only asking. I hate you.
Don't you blow up my spot.
I'm only
asking.
Listen, but I got you because I'm like, I do the links too for everything else. So at the end of the day, I'm like, I got only Paramount Plus for a technicality because my lazy ass don't like to shop at Walmart. So I like the delivery thing. But no, the only reason I ask is because we could share play. You get what I'm saying? So that's the only reason I asked. That's the only reason why. But
I'd get it for that. But right now,
no. For right now, we'll watch it, and then we're gonna keep you caught up in everything that's going on. RuPaul's Drag Race. Let's make sure everybody signs up for voting. Okay, especially our Drag Race fans are mostly LGBTQ plus, which I heard is the premium membership to the whole LGBTQ thing. I'm trying to get the premium package. Yeah, that's the plus.
It comes with poppers. Yeah. The premium package.
And tickets, drink tickets, right?
Yeah, drink tickets, yeah.
All right, I'm so glad I'm not one of those. All right, so.
Bitch!
I'm so glad I'm not one of
Let's
those.
get into the.
But honestly, we need to vote. It's very important. Okay, the presidential debate just went on. So we ain't gonna get hard on that, but all I know, y'all better save this country and not let no criminal run it. That's all I know. And we're only like 100 days in, so I don't think we could really replace Biden in that quick time. Like it's just not it's not realistic. So let's get into episode 6. So got Mick. They work into the workroom after
Mhm.
the whole situation goes down. And then got Mick calls out Roxy because Roxy tried to give an Oscar performance of I Give a Fuck.
Mhm. With the whole
You know, I'm
scooching.
gonna start. I'm gonna start it for us.
You're gonna call out
when,
when, yeah, you called it out first when yeah, you're gonna start.
I'm gonna call it out for what it is. The Oscar performance that she likes to put on to try to perceive herself in moments like she's naturally not a bitch, like she's a natural bitch. So at the end of the day, Miss Roxy gets called out by Gottmik. Did you find that interesting, that little moment?
Oh, it was funny as fuck. It was so hilarious because Gottmik was just like, "Girl, you did all that, but you knew Ingeria was next to you. You knew Ingeria was behind you when you did that." And that's the way people were feeling when it first happened. Roxy knew where she was standing. She knew where Ingeria was. That was just a big dramatic moment. But Roxy stands on. She didn't know. But
They act like
girl,
the
it was
stage
like
is not this big.
dramatics.
The stage is this big.
No shade. Like, yeah, no shade. Like, I feel like she doesn't.
That is
But yeah.
that is what Roxy does best. Is tumble.
That Roxy toxic. So you can't talk shit about her. Things go wrong. But
I had
yeah,
to, you know.
I do. But no, I definitely feel like that's actually, like I said, people were talking about it. I don't know what the purpose would be to fake that moment to make it seem like she genuinely. I don't know what the purpose would be to fake a moment like that, but hey, some people saw it as a fabricated little, like you said, Oscar-worthy performance.
It was an Oscar-worthy
I don't know,
performance,
but
but it's like Roxy over here. She already knew how it was gonna come off. So when Roxy Andrews came off the way she came off, it was like she was there to protect that that moment. And it was just like, fail, bitch, fail. Like we see right through you. So we see right through you. So how do you feel about the Angeria situation? Do you feel like it is a target on Angeria's back?
Oh. Well, as far as like for an episode, I don't think Angeria looked like that much of a target just yet. But until like we got to the point of the whole like, the game, the Queen of Delusion conversation that came up, I feel like they were that whole situation made me realize they didn't really see Angeria as a target at that point either. Like they didn't really see Angeria as someone to really look out for just yet. Because if they did, I don't think she would have been called Queen of Delusion.
I don't know why. Angeria is one of the drag queens that everyone remembers. So she is big competition. She is big. She's big Angeria, not the little one. Okay.
Even gave Georges in the Sierra's competition. Like that's what even Georges kind of gave. I don't see you as competition, and I was like, girl, like Angeria, like.
I did enjoy the episode because I do enjoy the roast. Being that challenge is one of my favorite challenges, the roast. Because at the end of the day, you bitches don't like each other all the time. So even my own best friends, I'm ready to say some shit. You know what I mean? So I enjoy the roast. It's the most healthiest process for them during the Rupaul boot camp. Let out some steam, And I just thought some people let out the steam and some people held back. So, how did you feel?
Some just burned. Some just crashed and burned. Very bad.
Some of them crashed and burned, but what I was surprised with was, I don't know, I think she got a little too much praise, but Georgia did all right. Like, she did all right. I feel like they praise her more because they don't expect her to do as well.
That's what it is? Oh my gosh, you said it.
That's what it's starting to look like. RuPaul's like, oh my God, Georges, you did amazing. And it's just because you don't expect her to even do the minimum. Like, I don't know. And no shade, Georges, you're a great drag queen. We're talking about the competition. The competition itself and what you present in a competition. That's all.
That's so funny because that's literally, and that's the case even in the real world. We find ourselves hyping up people who can do things we don't expect them to be able to do. That's why she got so hyped up for this roast, because honestly, the roast wasn't like earth shattering. Like it wasn't
No, her
like
roast wasn't earth shattering. I think just the bush look was earth shattering. Then I'm like, oh, here you go, looking just again like Chi Chi from Tu Wong Fu. Like, okay, like great.
people are like, I don't understand how Georges didn't win. It was clear Georges should have won, and I'm like,
yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of confusion this week, and I think Plastique, the character was cute. I think the character helps people, which it does, you know, like be able to say what is going on. But bitch, you're still saying what you want to say. And Plastique is now a little bit coming off to me, just a little bit, like I don't know how to do something, and then I just do it. Like, I don't know, just giving up the like a Nymphia story.
yeah, it's good. Mm-hmm.
It's not a racist thing. I'm not putting them together. I'm literally. It's not because they're both Asian. Okay, like literally, Plastique delivers fashion, but you didn't. I don't know. The Sailor Moon look thing was just like, all right, I don't know what that was, and forgive me if it's not Sailor Moon, but I don't know who the hell she is in that.
It's Sailor Moon.
Oh, okay, I did the right. I'm not an anime person, so I didn't. I
don't do anime either, but I think it's
no
shade.
You know, shout out to the anime community. Woo 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 woo. Yeah, I don't know. So, I don't know. It wasn't a strong roast.
My biggest thing, I felt like very much. I feel like the biggest thing that messed up a lot of people for me, because some of them still end up in the top anyway. The biggest thing for me that made some of them awkward was the delivery. Like the way they delivered the jokes was very like, you can tell who does this naturally, who does this. You can tell who the comedians are, who do this like on a regular basis, and who people are who probably like just started writing a joke yesterday. By the way, how they deliver the joke and say the joke. That's why.
Speaking of that, did you believe that Nina truly didn't know how she was gonna do this?
Oh, let's pop that back real quick. The whole order thing.
Because I mentioned it because of what you just said. Now that's why.
Yeah.
You know, the girls who knew what to do. Like
the whole
example.
Oh, go ahead.
No, hold on. Let me just. A good technical difficulty. Woo.
All right, so like I'm saying, this whole the whole Georges and Nina situation where Georges tried to sabotage Nina in a comedy challenge. But the thing is with Nina, I feel like you got to try hard to sabotage Nina because I feel like she's gonna be doing good anyway with a comedy challenge because that's her thing. But Nina still tried to push this whole like, I don't know how to be mean to people. I can't do this, blah blah blah. But it's like, girl, you just did the reading challenge. That shit, you do reading challenges. You're a comedian. I'm pretty sure you know how to snap a joke at a person. I know you want Miss Congeniality, and I know she's trying to still be the whole nice girl.
Bad.
But like,
bad.
Girl.
Okay, like it's like I want Miss Congeniality so bad, and it's just like cut it out because realistically, the roast is the roast. If anybody, to me, because you know some people might disagree, but this is my opinion. Plastique is the nicest person in the room. Okay, like I don't think she when she talks about like, oh, I'm hot or anything, that's about herself, you know. So I relate to that, you know. When I'm like, I be complimenting myself, or I'll shade myself before I shade other people. But realistically, Plastique is the sweetheart in that room. You know what I mean? So I'm like, Nina, for me, it was like an American Idol moment where it's like, here's the storyline, and now you're about to hear the person sing. And Nina dressed up her like host performance that way, where we're like, the comedy queen. No, shout out to Georges because I really do think you did this as strategy. That was a good strategy because it was like, if other people are funnier, then Nina can come out dry.
Mm-hmm.
Like, cause Nina cornball. So there was I see what Georges was seeing in that moment. You know what I mean? Where I'm like, I see you, girl. I see what you did there. Which
you think it worked though?
It didn't work because at the end of the day, Nina played everybody. Nina has been playing, I guess, even the girls in front of them. Nina is obviously in front of them because they were all like, no, she's the nice girl. She's the nice girl. So it's like, she played all of them at that moment. And it's like, girl, I can come to work and be the nice guy too. Okay, but at the end of the day, when we all clock out of work and we sit with our friends, we know we talk shit about these coworkers. So let's not do that. You could have roasted easily. Nina, they call you the tackiest bitch on there all the time in some backhanded compliment way. So at the end of the day, you know you were ready to eat them up, and you did. You did. You did. You came and delivered, and it saved your ass from that situation of not looking bad being at the end. Like, not looking bad at all. But you know who did look bad?
Before you say that, I'll go as far as to say Nina should have won. Nina should have been in the top 2. I'll go as far as to say that. I feel like they didn't really give Nina her tens on her big real credit in this episode. Nina, I feel like should have been in the top 2. My personal opinion. But go ahead. What were you going to say?
I was down with Angeria. And who was the other one I want to talk to again?
Plastic.
Okay. No, Plastique shouldn't have been there. That's the one I thought should have been there. I was like, girl, I love you. I thought you should have been like, you know, if there was eliminations, you would have been safe. Like
safe, very
like,
safe. Safe.
Like, not top 2, safe. But Angeria for sure, 100%. That was my girl of the night. But I don't know. Juan has his opinion, and my opinion is Vanjie should have been there. Like, I thought
Vanjie should have been where?
In the top. I thought, you know, when
Vanjie.
you know why? Because if we go back like Alaska times, like back then, like those type of seasons, right? When you go back there, the sensitivity rate that we on as a country now is so much different now that this roast was so PG compared to roasts I've seen on Drag Race that I was just sitting here like, Vanjie was the only one willing to be like, I'm gonna cut these hoes. You know what I mean? The point is, it's supposed to be uncomfortable jokes, not like hee ha ha only. Like, it's the roast. If you watch the roast of Tom Brady, the roast of anybody, like it is like, ooh. And I think Vanjie delivered that kind of attitude. And even when when the audience didn't laugh, she like roasted the audience. Like, and at the end of the day, like for me, I thought Vanjie and Angeria would have been a good 2 play. But did I think Nina did amazing? Yeah, of course. I 100%. But I enjoyed Vanjie. Like,
Vanjie gave the I always wanted someone to give the roast like that, where it feels like you're at a lunch table and you're like, this looking at this looking at like it gave that.
I lived for it.
Like this bad body ass, like it gave
and
that.
And then when they did it live, she came at them too. Like, isn't this supposed to be a roast? Like,
exactly. It gave like lunch table like jabs. Like I loved it, but like
Joan
it wasn't
jabs.
They didn't land though, so I feel like she could have won if more of her jokes landed. Like
I feel like she struggles with the fact of. I feel like I struggle with the same thing, and it's probably like imposter syndrome to the fullest. But at the end of the day, it's like I know I got it. I got that vibe, that personality. But at the end of the day, in that moment, she's like overthinking. Like, you know what? I have to also mask and defend the personality before he even gets attacked. Like, she defends it with fuck it, when realistically it should be like, no, I'm gonna deliver what this is, and no, that's me, the best of me, and not have to put the. Just like how Nina masked her victimizing way for her performance, Vanjie technically masked defensiveness with it, where she's just like, fuck it, I'm a hood rat, you know, that's what I do. Like, and I realize I do that too. So we gotta believe in ourselves much more and realize, like, bitch, we is the vibe. And Vanjie is the vibe. Vanjie is that girl. She looked it amazing. Every week she's looking gray and gray and gray and gray. So I can't take away from this Vanjie there, because girl, I mean, your first episode, you were gone. You were in like a flower, like dolls, and I don't know what that was, but
that's one thing I also realized about Vanjie, especially this season. A lot of moments, I feel like she doesn't realize, girl, the product is you. The thing that lands very well is you. You don't have to add much to yourself.
It's hard to believe.
Like, she adds voices. Like, she has like voices and stuff like she did on like the acting challenge. It's like, girl, you don't need that. You just be you. Like, you don't need all the extra stuff. You're not one of those people who need to add a whole bunch of extra. Like, your personality is enough. You don't need to be adding the fluff. You don't need the fluff. You're one of the naturally captivating people.
No, shout out to Vanjie. I love her.
Oh, yeah, I
I
love
love
it.
it. Make some money for the dogs. Hello, make some money for the wows. Like, like we waiting for some money for the animals. Okay.
Like, I love
So,
her. Did she do I think she belonged in tattoo? Hell no. But I loved her.
I disagree. Veggie, I thought you roasted.
I loved her though.
And I like when you roast RuPaul and Michelle Visage. I love when you come for those hoes. Okay, like it's hilarious. Okay, the lip sync happens. I'm enjoying more I'm gonna be honest, they're not giving me like epic lip sync moments. I'm just enjoying the music roster this season. That's all. I'm enjoying it's very eccentric. And but yeah, Angeria wins.
As she does, because Plastique hates to learn lyrics, apparently. She hates to know the words to songs.
Hold on. You might hate me for this, but let's talk about that really quickly. Okay? Like, this is an ongoing thing with Plastique. Not
Why?
Okay. I have a question. As a Drag Race viewer, not just as a Plastique fan, but as a Drag Race viewer, don't you find it like it's like a lack of like respect for that part of the damn show, which is a very important part of the show? Like,
it's not even just a lack of respect. It's like, girl, do you know what game you're playing? Like,
so it's like,
you know what game you're playing?
Sometimes this is why I think sometimes people even get turned off by the social media thing, right? Because the thing is, like, you were doing the drag queen thing and you did it, but then you did the social media thing, which is bam, 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 bam. Now you're like one of the biggest things in social media. But I think sometimes you get to a point where it's just like, well, I don't have to do this, and it's like, well, no, the core of a drag queen, like, that's one of the cores. So
I would love to, like, I would want them to bring it up at one point, like, girl, what's up with you not learning the lyrics to these songs?
The
like,
majority of her
videos
videos on social media, the majority of her videos are just her posing and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, they're not lip syncing. So I just say, unless she's on the RuPaul show, like the Vegas show, then she has something choreographed or something that's done. But when it comes to her natural stuff, like what she likes to promote mostly is not lip syncing. So I like sit here like, girl, you're on the show. I don't understand why you not learning these words. And then some of these songs are very popular too. So I'm just like, I don't understand why you don't know any of them. I think it was cute when you pointed away, like, cool, it's cute. They want us once in a blue. But when I see an ongoing pattern, I'm like, damn, girl, like, we're just gonna say fuck the lip sync. But we haven't had an epic lip sync moment. I'll say that. Enjoy the music, but not a moment like how Chanel gave us. Oh, wait, before I get back, let me forget. Chanel, you did horrible. You did horrible. You did horrible. You did horrible. And yes, horrible. Okay, like, just going back, like, no. Okay. I was.
And one more thing.
We were rooting for you. We were rooting for you.
One more thing. Horrible. Wow, wow.
Okay. All right. So I had to get that out the bed there. All right. So Nigeria wins. Kind of cut a bitch. And lo and behold, who did she cut? Roxy. Okay. So at the end of the day, as she should. Like, I feel like it's personal now. So I feel like it's a Cardi B for me, like, where it's like, we have beef forever. So every time I get these scissors, I'm cutting you because you thought it was just funny to give me that scare tactic, okay? And if the whole girl didn't look at you funny, you would have went with your moment. So I'm with it. Episode 6 was interesting, you know what I mean? I feel like roast sometimes probably brings the worst out of everybody after, because now you know how people feel about you.
I just remembered, we have to talk about it. I just remembered, what is your thoughts on the whole Gottmik stealing jokes? Apparently. I mean, apparently, Gottmik using another person's jokes, editing a little bit.
Allegedly.
There ain't no allegedly. I seen the video. It's the same jokes. It's the same.
I know, but allegedly.
Ain't no allegedly.
For protection of the show, allegedly.
No, Gottmik even said on their Twitter that basically saying, yeah, I took the jokes. Do you think any of us actually write our own jokes? They basically said, yeah, I did that. I'm a fan of her. That's what I did.
And you know what we call that, Gottmik? White privilege, okay? Because at the end of the day, if it was a black queen with that bullshit, y'all would have been on that ass, okay? So at the end of the day, like, if this is true, what my co-host is bringing to the table,
it's true. I got the
No.
receipts.
Well, they got Mick. You're not even winning the money. So what are we doing things like this for?
Yeah, people were calling it out, but like, okay, Mick. Well, it's a good thing she ain't win anyway. She ain't win anyway, so it doesn't matter. So it's okay. She ain't
It
win that
does not
championship.
matter at all.
Now, if she would have won, it would have been an issue, but she ain't win, so.
All right, so before we get into episode 7, let's end episode 6 with this question. At this point, who would you be snipping?
Wild be snipping? Let me see. Who would I
Because
be
everybody's obviously personal, they're just doing their personal attack. But you watch it from the outside and you can see how the game is going. Episode 6, like, what would you snip by that?
By now, I would be going with the usual tactic, even though it would change after watching this last episode. My tactic would change. I would still be thinking like, okay, go after the person with the most. Actually, I would probably try to find the most multifaceted person in the group. The person I feel like could win no matter what challenge it is.
That's how
sewing,
I feel.
acting.
So I feel like
That's
Nina
how I would do
and
it.
Gottmik should
Exactly.
be like their target.
Nina,
You know what I
Gottmik,
mean?
and Roxy. One of those three would have to go. One of those three would have to be snipped.
I don't like Roxy.
Oh yeah, I
Like-
took that name and I waited for you to notice I said her name too.
I was just like, I don't think Roxy, like, I like
Because
her as a
Roxy
drag queen.
is-
Like, I just say, like, and like as a booking cute. But Drag Race material, like, I deal, like, no, she don't do it for me. She don't do it for me. And putting her next to those names, I'm like, no. Angeria,
I'm crying. The names are Gottmik and Nina West.
like, for real, I'm sorry, and I hate putting some white bitches on top of a color bitch, okay? But when it comes to Roxy in that group, it's like, no, you got to go. The white bitches are killing you in that moment. But Angeria, Gottmik, and Nina are the top contenders.
Oh,
of the
Angeria,
game.
yeah, too.
You know, so those three, like Angeria, personal or not, honey, I would have been snipping you. Nina, snipping you. It does to me. I feel like the badges don't matter to me until it gets close to where it starts getting to the game more. Because in the beginning, I feel like I'm gonna stop the person who can possibly win at any challenge. So,
Of course, that's the way to go about it.
I feel like it'll be better that way. You know what I mean? But Chanel, catch up. You know, catch up, because I really am rooting for you. Not so for you to win, honey, but just so you can show the old school that old school still is able to learn. Old dogs can learn new tricks. So let's get to that. Episode 6 was great. And now let's take a little short break before we get into episode 7. A short little break. You know what I mean? We're going to have future commercials on there, like, right? So, episode 7, let's get into the review of episode 7. Of course, they walk back into the workroom, and Roxy has an attitude. Somebody's panties are in a bunch. Like, you thought Angeria was mad? No, Roxy was mad, honey. Roxy was mad. She says straight up to Angeria that she claims that she ain't playing the same game as her.
Mm-hmm.
Which is obviously, you know, like a shady way of saying, like, you playing dirty towards me. I don't see that. I don't see that at all. But was it fucking enjoyable for me to see Roxy be, like, shooken like that for a second? Like,
To me, it gave like a little glimpse back into like season 5 Roxy a little bit. Like it let me know there's still a little piece of season 5 Roxy in there. Because for her to say how like it was too much, there was too much dramatics, you were doing too much, and to do the whole scoochie thing, literally the previous episode.
Yeah, it's very hypocritical.
The lack of self-awareness was, well, in this moment, the lack of self-awareness was like, girl, you don't know.
Like, you want to see some all the time, like Roxy. And you know what? Relax or talks was like that at the end of the day, like seesaw shit. So, she a fence hopper. Roxy, yeah, I don't think Angeria's after you. I really do believe that Angeria was just like, nah, it's your turn, you know, bump, and that's it. Like, it's your turn because you want company, I'll come for you, that's it. But if you're going to claim dramatics, Roxy, you're still giving the dramatics, including what you said that to Angeria in the workroom. And that's why Gottmik had to tell you about your ass last week. Like, where you're just like, girl, like, what are you playing this game for? You know what I mean? I think at the end of the day, got Mick. It's kind of like me, where it's kind of like we felt how we felt when the season was on. King James, so we felt the way we felt, and then when you meet the queen, you're not overwhelmed, you're underwhelmed. So at the end of the day, it's kind of like, bitch, who you think you is? Who you think you is? That's why I got Mick's able to like call her out so easily. You know what I mean? But Delulu is running around the whole workroom. Like, you got Nigeria, Queen of Delusion, supposedly, but now Plastique is shocked that she's winning.
Well, it's not even that she was winning. She was more so like, she felt like people probably didn't expect her to have the wins that she had, or has as many wins as she had, which I can kind of see. Because if you would have told me Plastique was going to win an acting challenge, like a comedic acting challenge,
right,
I would have been like, huh?
But would you feel that way if you were Plastique?
No, Shay, I'll be so
or
real.
Is that admitting that you wasn't about that life? You don't feel like you're about that life?
I'll be so real. I don't even think Plastique thought she could win these challenges, because even she was shocked that she made it. That she got the remember the whole, what was it, the country bumpkin acting challenge thing? She was completely out of it in the beginning. So I'm pretty sure she was surprised when she won that. I'm pretty sure she was surprised when she won the roast challenge, because Plastique wasn't an actress or funny in her first season. So I don't think she thought she was going to win these genuinely. I thought she was very surprised.
I don't know. Plastique, it was giving me a little bit of Nymphia, but then again, I was a fan of Nymphia, so maybe I believe Plastique too. Like, maybe you're just really surprised at the shit you're doing right now. That is a really big possibility. But Plastique is playing a good game, though.
Like she said, she was coming in like a ninja, so like that's what it gave. She's sneaking up. People, I do feel like people were down in her in the beginning.
Would it be racist if I said she came in like a ninja?
What were you about to say? She said this herself. That's why I'm saying it. She said it herself.
I know, but
that's why I'm saying it.
If I just came up with saying that, like, am I allowed to say that she came out like a ninja?
Well, she said it, so you can say it. And
all right,
motherfucking way.
All right. So how did you feel about Plastique's strategy?
Oh, her math equation when she came back. Okay. So
Asians
first,
do great math.
I do feel like this is like a strategy to get the heat off of her, because she was worried about being like getting the heat, because she now has 3 badges. She's one of the queens with 3 badges, and she hasn't been snipped yet. So I do feel like that's the first thing. So she was in that room probably coming up with the best way to be like, girls, we don't do this. Don't come for me. But the thing is, her strategy she presented, when you think about it, it makes a lot of sense. At first, it just sounds like bullshit, because he's like, doesn't want to get snipped. But when you think about it, it makes sense. Like, why go after someone who's already in the top when, like, if you block them, they still have the most badges? You want to get the people who are at your level so you can stop them from getting higher than you. So the strategy makes a lot of sense. So, but I love the strategy was really good. What do you think of the strategy?
I don't like strategies like that, okay? Because I sit there like, well, you need to be looking at your competition, honey, not the numbers, okay? Like, the reason Plastique gets snipped because people are underwhelming her competition. So they don't, like, let's just be really honest. Because, you got 12 episodes. They're over here sitting here like, this is just a halfway point. You know what I mean? So it's like now, halfway through, usually badges double up. You know what I mean?
That's the thing, yeah.
So that's why I sit there like, Plastique, you ain't getting cut because they don't think you go. It gets harder. So at the end of the day, like, it's set to get harder, technically, So realistically, it's a good strategy, but like my strategy, I guess, would be to cut your biggest opponent. And this moment, due to the fact that you're not voting, I don't like that strategy when y'all had the power to eliminate someone. But I do like the strategy of looking at your biggest opponent from getting badges better, because I'm like, no, you're just stopping them from getting somewhere, not stopping them from, showcasing who they are. I don't like the elimination thing, because then it was a personal thing. Like, you could just sit there like, well, I don't like you. Like the way Roxy and Nigeria are cutting each other, we would have been lost Nigeria last week if this was an elimination. You get what I'm saying? So, the strategies are like, I think Plastique need to just stay here and keep going, girl, because you're killing it. So just keep going, like keep doing your thing.
Because the strategy is good, but the thing is, the way Drag Race works, that can flip that strategy.
Right
like,
now, one
challenge you get 3 badges.
If you're the person with the most badges, though, what would be your strategy? Like the strategy she comes up with, right, is what would they do to the person who has the most badges? Now, what is your strategy as the person with the most badges?
Then you good. No
like,
shame.
I feel like as the most badges, that's what you should be thinking about. Is the strategy, how do I keep playing this game and getting more badges and avoid getting cut? You know what I mean? How do I avoid the game? And for me, I feel like the first 6 episodes, we see that it's more of a personal situation. So if you stay out of the bullshit, I don't think you're going to get cut. You know what I mean?
You know what my strategy would be? As the person with the most badges, my strategy would be tell the other girl some bullshit strategy about how she give it a block other bitches.
You know, that's what you should worry about. Not the target I got on. Right, that's what I said. That's the problem with any Drag Race contestant. Don't look at how they coming for you. You need to look at how you going to prepare for the coming. Okay, like that's what you need to do. So, Plastique, I feel like you're playing a really good game. So keep it fucking going. And then, and it's interesting because I feel like the workroom in the beginning usually is not as interesting. This season, I will say, it's always like an interesting little table talk before we get to the mini challenge. So I'm like, the mini challenge this week wasn't one of my favorites.
It was so dumb.
It was pointless. It was like fruity, patootie, and then winner gets immunity from getting snipped. I would think then the mini challenge would have been like the reading challenge to give something like that, like to give immunity for, not putting cucumbers between your legs and then like passing it through like hot potato, but like perverted hot potato. Yeah, I said it. Like perverted.
It was just a dumb challenge to me. It was just a stupid challenge. I just didn't like it.
You know what it reminded me? You know what it reminded me of?
What did it remind you
of? My PR team told me I couldn't say
shut up.
what I want to say.
Stop talking.
But
Stop
I'll say it in this way then, because I'm creative that. Hold on. I'll say, do y'all remember this little clip? It was on a TV show recently that came out, right? And like Ariana Grande was getting thrown stuff.
We're gonna cut this part. We're gonna cut this.
It just looked like uncomfortable comedy.
To sum it up, he ain't like it. He ain't like it. Let's go sum it up. Like, he ain't like the challenge. I didn't
uncomfortable comment. So let's just go straight to the Maxi challenge. Okay.
You're ridiculous. You are fucking ridiculous.
Uncomfortable comedy is what I saw in the mini challenge. Okay, now that he's quiet. Uncomfortable challenge. Okay.
Get to the Maxi challenge.
Maxi challenge time. You had to do an acting challenge alongside the great, famous, legendary mother, RuPaul. All right. What was interesting about the script is that the script is RuPaul basically answering to those out there saying that he should be replaced. Those out there saying that he's mean to the drag queens. Those out there saying that he's mean to his producers and everybody outside.
That's basically what it gave.
So he's like Beyonce, basically. He reads the internet. Okay? He reads the internet. He reads it. Okay? He's there. He's paying attention even though you'll act like he don't. The Max, this is one of my favorite Maxi challenges. The acting ones when you're kind of put into like this daytime soap drama situation. And it's usually like pretty funny and dramatic at the same time. Who were your top contenders for, in your opinion, not RuPaul's opinion, in your opinion, who was the top contenders for the acting challenge?
Before I get to that, I want to ask you real quick. Usually with these acting challenges, especially with like RuPaul, you know, she like usually does like old shows, like her old movies, where it's like you don't know if the people are gonna understand the reference, right? That was me when I first heard it, but then when they were doing the scenes, I was like, oh no, I know that scene. Actually, I do know that scene. I know what they're talking about. I've seen these scenes before. Was that you too? Like, do you usually get like, these references and you're like, are people gonna understand this?
My old ass understands most of the references that Drag Race has done for the acting challenges. So I'm glad you caught on.
That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant.
Okay, I've been there. you know, Days of Our Lives and everything. Like, I got it.
You're like that. I'm sorry.
I got it. It was great.
Anyway,
I love the homage. Okay.
Anyways, I would say my top contender. Well, going in, the people I expect to do well, of course, Nina, hands down, girl done Hairspray. She's been acting as her thing. She's done Hairspray Disney. Like, that's her gig. I knew Nina was going to do well. That might be the only person I thought was going to do really well. Nina might be the only one I thought was going to go with. I thought Chanel was going to do better. I thought Chanel was actually going to do better.
Hold on.
Wait.
Give Chanel a break. Give Chanel a break for a second because I'm asking you who did well.
Okay. Well, I'll say going in. I'm going to say going in. I thought the best one was going to be Chanel and Nina. I would say going in. That was my first thought.
Going in. So for me going in, Angeria. And I thought Vanjie and I thought Nina was gonna do well, like going in.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, now who did you think did well after you've seen them all?
Okay, after I seen it, I still think Nina did well, and I was shocked to see, even though after the rehearsal she was getting critiqued a lot, Georges was actually holding up. That shocked me. Georges was actually holding up in this challenge, in my opinion. Like with the rehearsal.
Don't be shocked, but I agree. I thought Georges. I love the wig. I love like the little box wig looks so campy and funny. I thought she delivered for her part. I think they were very strategic on the part they gave her. Producers. Just saying. It worked.
That's what you were talking about. Yeah.
It worked because Georges probably couldn't do the other roles. You get what I'm saying? But this was a role like you got it. So,
like they made this role for her. Yeah. This was
because we get in the middle of the game and that's how it gets. You get what I'm saying? They'll write certain lyrics, they write certain things. They want you to have a certain message or they don't want you to look mediocre either. You get what I'm saying? So they do certain things. But no shade. I thought Georges did a good job too. Nina did a good job too, and Angeria did a great job too. Chanel, probably for me, then the worst. Mm-hmm. And then I thought the reason why Chanel was the worst for me was every time she got slapped, she didn't get slapped.
Oh yeah, I forgot that part. Yeah,
that was real bad because she kept doing it over and over again, and it did not. It was just like, this is real tacky. Like, stop doing it.
Oh, are we talking like the final result, like the final cut? My thoughts on that?
Yeah, the final cut. Yeah.
Oh, in that case, in the final cut, I thought Georges was gonna win. No shade. I thought Georges had it. I laughed the most with Georges. Georges is one of the few ones I actually laughed at. So I thought Georges was gonna win. To be honest,
laughed with Georges and I laughed with Angeria. I laughed with
We laughed too.
And Jerry was funny because she was like, she has like that bitch like situation, and I feel like it's like Medea, like you're kind of like looking for her that Angeria attitude to come out in every role that she plays, like so.
I don't know why I forgot to mention because Angeria still has. When Angeria's acting challenge in her season, she did amazing. I forgot how amazing that.
Yeah, that's right. That's why I'm like, that's
you ugly bitch. It's still one of my favorite
lines. I'm like, and that's what I wanted to see.
Mm-hmm.
And we saw that it was very interesting. Rupaul obviously was the MVP for obviously the whole challenge. Like he showed up. But Plastique was a surprise for me because I feel like once again, gosh, girl, you know how to deliver a look, but you'll deliver something and like just make it. Like it's safe. It's again safe for me, not the worst, but safe. That was created the little mouth thing. But I just thought your acting sucked. But
you heard, like I mentioned for the roast challenge, even RuPaul had to give her like a conversation about how she delivers a joke, like delivering the joke and what points to emphasize the joke when you're saying it. Like she was emphasizing the wrong parts of the line, and RuPaul had to like fix that up for her. And she kind of got it, but still, it was like the acting still wasn't like the best. But I still don't think she did. I don't think she did.
I don't think she did the worst. I feel like Chanel really did the worst for me. Who was your worst? Like,
I don't even think Chanel.
Because
Okay.
I liked the Vanjie, but it was like it's Vanjie. That's why, because it's like it was Vanjie style. Like,
no, I think Vanjie did bad. I think Vanjie did bad.
No, I don't think Vanjie. Like I don't. It's like I think RuPaul said in one episode, Vanjie don't ever follow the challenge assignment. She just does Vanjie. So I just feel like what every week I'm like Ross, where I'm just like I just love what Vanjie does. So at the end of the day, like it was entertaining what Vanjie did. Did it go with what any of what was going on? No, not at all. But I obsessed with Vanjie. Okay, like I was just like, don't send her home because she good.
I think honestly, I think Plastiques might have been the worst for me. Because here's the thing about Chanel's. Chanel's was just like, you can tell she wasn't like, you could just tell there was something wrong and it wasn't going to win. You could tell that. Plastiques was kind of cringy a little bit. That's the thing. It was kind of points where it was kind of cringy for me a little bit. So I had the worst reaction to Plastiques. I'll say that.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see where you can get the cringy from Plastique situation. I can see that. Like
I was like, girl, this is not good.
You're like, oh, you're not doing it. You're like,
ooh, bitch.
Like, this is tough. This is tough. This is tough. This is tough. Who do you think struggled the most?
Chanel.
You think? Yeah, I think Chanel struggled the most. You know what I mean?
If she did struggle the most, but she did not give the worst product, in my opinion. But she was the one that was really like struggling. I think at one point they even said like she didn't really feel like there was like almost like a connection almost while she was doing the rehearsal. Like she didn't feel like, not the rehearsal, but the actual shooting. I mean, she didn't really feel like she was even doing good. And I feel like if you're doing something and you don't even feel right doing it, then you can already kind of tell what it's going to give in the final product if you're not even sure about it.
Nah, 100%. But I thought the challenge was good. I enjoyed the challenge. It was a little dry. This episode was a little dry. Yeah, you didn't give us the zhush, as they would say. We were missing the zhush. But then they get back into the workroom. Mm-hmm. Chanel's feeling a little defeated. I think I understand why Chanel would feel defeated. I mean, girl, I would too, because you ain't giving it. Let's just be really honest. Like, I love you to death, but I'm like, because at the end of the day, when they were like, did they call her?
Are you about this episode?
Yeah, so yeah, it was this episode, right, where they were like, they like.
It was the most famous drag queens in the world.
Okay, all right, yeah. You're one of the most famous drag queens. Okay, all right. I just want, just like we do for Donald Trump, fact check. She's not. But
I think what she meant.
Hold on. As a drag race history, you are the first queen to walk in. You gave us one of the first lip sync memorable moments, and the fashion was everything. Other than that, honey, there's been many queens that are legendary compared to what you have done for the crap. But it doesn't exclude the fact that you're not delivering. So I also thought the speech of assuring her that her drag legacy is more like, what you should have been doing is not babying her, coddling her, and say, well, girl, you need to step it up because it is a new era. And these girls are bringing it on the runway. So I feel like it was a coddle moment or respect from old heads. You know what I mean? So it's like, no, Chanel needed to be told, like, girl, you ain't even stepping up. You're not, like, with everyone else, like, you're not doing it.
I can see that. I honestly, I can see that. But I also feel like she did kind of also need to reassure us in a way, too. Like, if she would have found a way to, like, mix the two, it would have been perfect. Because, yes, like, it's a new age, and if you want to compete with these girls, you have to get with them. Like, yeah, I agree with that. But also, I feel like she also needs to be reminded, like, girl, who you are. Like, girl, you're sickening. Like, season 1 Chanel, what she was giving, she would have wiped through these bitches. She would have ate. Like, it would have been, we would know what it would have gave. But, like, she does need to change. We're going to compete in Drag Race in the modern day. Not change completely, but, like, up the elevation, because these are like a whole bunch of new girls giving new things in this modern era of Drag Race and this modern era of what drag is now. So like,
correct.
I get what you mean.
I mean, yeah. Shout out to Chanel. She does have a legacy. You gotta say, I'm not saying you have a legacy, but you're not the most famous drag queen in the world. Just
The
saying.
first
But yes, runways were good. I liked the runways. Everybody looked amazing. I love Plastique's look. Gosh, Benji looked gorgeous, drop dead gorgeous. And then the winners of the challenge were, of course, Nina West, as you would think, and Nigeria, as you would think. Now, who's sleeping on who? Won't. Y'all sleeping on Nigeria in that workroom. Okay, honey, I don't know why. She's not just like Roxy. Roxy's the epitome of pageant queen. Nigeria gives you more than pageant queen. Okay, like that's a multifaceted queen. I wasn't in love with the lip sync song.
What was the lip sync song again? The lip sync song.
Lover Girl.
Oh, Lover Girl by Tina Marie. I actually
I love the song.
I love the song.
I didn't like. I feel like I felt like Nina didn't know how to do it.
I don't feel like either of them really ate.
I actually thought Nigeria was just like, I thought Nigeria was keeping me like keep looking at me, you know?
But Nigeria was like giving like, you know, sexy,
she was selling that.
like sexy auntie. Like that's what it was giving. And it's like, girl, neither of them really like ate the song. It wasn't really like a high stakes like
100%.
lip sync. It didn't really give that, but it's what they gave. I'm not mad at it, but like
I ain't mad at it either. Now the lip sync is over.
The thing is, that's one of the songs I've been wanting to like get to be on Drag Race. That's one of the lip sync
I
songs
know,
I've been,
but I
wanting
feel like
to see lip sync too.
I feel like the reason we're getting lack of lip sync moments is because there's no elimination.
I completely agree. That's why I could never.
But they're not
want
rah-rahing
to see,
enough, so.
That's why I would never want to see a regular season like this with no eliminations, because the lip syncs are going to be boring. The lip syncs are not going to give what they need to give. Like, if this is an elimination thing, they would have to step it up real bad.
No, 100%. And then the winner once again was Nigeria.
Again.
Okay, like Nigeria has the power of the snip. I was secretly hoping she snipped with Roxy again.
That would have been hilarious.
But Plastique's math is what kind of took over, and she ended up cutting Gottmik.
So in the long run, Plastique's strategy, for whatever reason, whether it was genuine or just the way to, I feel like it was both genuine and for a way for her to get her out.
Now that I'm mentioning it out loud, I'm like, oh wait a second, this was probably a strategy, and I just fell for the trap. We all just fell for the trap. We just all fell for the Plastique trap.
Plastique showed that she was a competitor when she did that. Even Plastique was gagged.
Set a trap for us there.
Plastique couldn't believe that it worked. She was shocked, and I love that so much. It's a good strategy. Whatever strategy Plastique had, she ate. She got herself a week to get a badge.
I'm just glad it got Mick this time. Either got Mick, Nina, or Nigeria should be the ones y'all keep cutting. That's the only ones y'all need to keep snipping. Because those are the three that are going to be at the end, honey. Like, y'all need to, like, snip. Because if you really want to get there by technicality of badges, then snip. Okay? So, I enjoyed this episode. Did you enjoy the episode? I mean, it wasn't, like, climactic, but...
It wasn't, like I said, like, I even described it as, like, low-key.
I enjoyed parts of it.
I low-key described it as like a filler episode, no shade. Because it did have, like, the challenge, and the challenge was good. But I feel like, when I don't want to call it a filler, really. It was more like a very personal, like, off thing. Also, because I like Gottmik's storyline, mentioning the whole being trans and, like, his whole, like, dealing with masculinity. I love that conversation because you don't really hear from, like, a trans male standpoint. So I love that they had that. That was a good thing to include. But overall, the episode was just kind of... Here's the episode. We need to continue to use this for y'all.
It was
a meh episode. I didn't love this episode. It's not a favorite of mine. It was okay. Now let's on to the next one. But I'm happy Nigeria won again because Nigeria is showing that Queen of Delusion, who I thought I was the only.
No, Queen of the Queens. Don't play with her, okay? Don't play with Nigeria.
Having her moment. So, but besides all that, it was a good episode. It was okay. It was an okay episode for me.
It was a great episode, and I enjoyed it very much so. And I think everybody for always tuning in to Jesus Well. One person it starts with, and then a million in the future. Okay, so this is what we're gonna keep doing. Thank you for my co-host Juan Pierre for joining me. G babies, thanks for tuning in. All of our socials will be in the description. Follow us. More content will be coming out, and doing our reviews and stuff. We'll make sure during like the breaks. That's what you'll end up seeing is some of those contents and trailers and stuff like that. Okay, so deuces, and you guys have a great day.